Welcome to APush for 5, your daily all-in-one study partner for the AP exam. We'll guide you through real stimulus-based APUS history practice questions. We have a total of over 150 videos that will be uploaded daily. These will go in chronological order, covering every period from pre-Columbus to modern day. We've got this. Here comes a set of questions from Period 3, 1754 to 1800. Question 1. Stimulus. Letter from George Washington, 1754. I was attacked by the French. This will begin a war the world has never seen. Question. Which global conflict is Washington anticipating? A. The Anglo-Dutch Wars. B. The 7 Years' War. C. King William's War. D. The War of Jenkins' Ear. The correct answer is B. The 7 Years' War. The skirmish at Fort Necessity escalated into a global war known as the 7 Years' War. Washington's early role tied Virginia to imperial rivalries. Question 2. Stimulus. Articles of Confederation, 1781. Each state retains its sovereignty, freedom, and independence. Question. This provision most directly created difficulties for A. Regulating interstate trade and levying national taxes. B. Negotiating treaties with Native American tribes. C. Maintaining the transatlantic slave trade. D. Establishing town meetings in New England colonies. The correct answer is A. Regulating interstate trade and levying national taxes. The articles emphasized state independence, leaving Congress unable to raise revenue or enforce trade rules. These weaknesses became glaring in the post-war years. Question 3. Stimulus. Declaration of Independence, 1776. He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without the consent of our legislatures. Question. Which colonial grievance does this excerpt most directly address? A. Taxation without representation. B. Trade restrictions under mercantilist policies. C. Quartering of troops in private homes. D. Judicial reforms imposed by the Crown. The correct answer is A. Quartering of troops in private homes. Colonists resented the presence of British troops and related legislation such as the Quartering Act. The standing army was seen as a symbol of tyranny and oppression. Question 4. Stimulus. See image. Question. What was one consequence of this treaty? A. British withdrawal from the Ohio River Valley. B. Spain gaining Florida from Britain. C. Native Americans losing a crucial European ally. D. France immediately regaining Haiti. The correct answer is C. Native Americans losing a crucial European ally. The French defeat left Native Americans more vulnerable to British expansion. This led to conflicts like Pontiac's Rebellion. Question 5. Stimulus. See image. Dollar note from 1779. Question. What problem did this currency illustrate? A. Dependence on gold-backed paper money. B. Rampant inflation under the Articles of Confederation. C. British refusal to accept colonial exports. D. Southern colonies' opposition to independence. correct answer is B. Rampant inflation under the Articles of Confederation. Without the power to levy taxes, Congress printed excessive paper money. This undermined confidence in the fledgling nation's finances. Question 6. Stimulus. Letter from Abigail Adams to John Adams, 1776. Remember the ladies and be more generous and favorable to them than your ancestors. Question. This letter best illustrates which theme? A. The role of Loyalist women in resisting independence. B. The decline of family life during the war. C. Women's leading participation in the drafting of the Constitution. D. Early advocacy for women's rights during the Revolutionary era. The correct answer is D. Early advocacy for women's rights during the Revolutionary era. Abigail Adams called for consideration of women in the founding of the new nation. Though largely dismissed, her appeal foreshadowed later reform movements. Question 7. Stimulus. Northwest Ordinance. 1787. Religion, morality, and knowledge being necessary to good government. Schools shall be encouraged. Question. What precedent did this ordinance set? A. Permanent exclusion of slavery from all U.S. territories. B. The immediate creation of Western state constitutions. C. The principle of federally supported education. D. Equal political rights for Native Americans. The correct answer is C. The principle of federally supported education. The ordinance encouraged schools as part of orderly expansion. It also provided a framework for territorial governance and admission of states. Question 8. Stimulus. Engraving. Continental Army soldiers at Valley Forge, winter 1777-78. Question. What was one consequence of the hardships illustrated in the engraving? A. Washington's resignation as Commander-in-Chief. B. The collapse of the Franco-American alliance. C. Baron von Steuben's training improved discipline and effectiveness. D. The disbanding of the army until better supplies arrived. The correct answer is C. Baron von Steuben's training improved discipline and effectiveness. Despite hardship, von Steuben's drills transformed the Continental Army into a more professional fighting force. This training proved crucial for the later victories. Question 9. Stimulus. Notes from the Constitutional Convention, 1787. Congress shall have power to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states. Question. What problem did this clause address? A. Britain's refusal to cede forts in the Northwest. B. Trade disputes among states under the Articles of Confederation. C. The persistence of slavery in the South. D. Conflicts with Spain over the Mississippi River. The correct answer is B. Trade disputes among states under the Articles of Confederation. Interstate tariffs and rivalries paralyzed commerce under the Articles. The Constitution centralized authority over trade to resolve these issues. Question 10. Stimulus. George Washington's farewell address, 1796. Political parties serve to organize faction, to give it an artificial and extraordinary force. Question. What outcome did Washington most fear from political parties? A. Loss of states' rights to the federal government. B. Judges assuming legislative power. C. Expansion of slavery into Western territories. D. Foreign powers exploiting divisions to weaken the nation. The correct answer is D. Foreign powers exploiting divisions to weaken the nation. Washington warned that partisan rivalries could invite foreign manipulation. His advice foreshadowed later struggles with party politics and international affairs. Thanks for watching A Push for 5. Let us know in the comments which questions you liked the most. If today's practice helped you, tap like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future videos. And share this with a friend who's also aiming for that 5. If you want more hands-on learning or direct feedback, reach out directly. We'd love to help you take your prep to the next level. See you in the next video.